Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, and the Bronze Goddess, and I'm actually here today to do this video. Now, a few months ago, I did a chit chat how I make money online video. I kind of gave you guys my tips, my tricks, my advice, and you guys really seemed to enjoy that video, and so you asked me to do more of those types of videos on my channel, and that's exactly why I'm here today. So today's video is going to be 7 money management hacks. Now, these are things that I personally use to help me to be able to afford the lifestyle that I want, being able to live in a nice home, drive nice vehicles, be able to treat myself to a designer bag here and there. And I feel like to do that, you have to be really on top of your finances. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to thumbs up. Now let's jump right into it. So tip number 1 is to check your credit score. Now, nobody really wants to talk about that, but credit is really important. And the older you get, the more important it gets, because you're trying to make better decisions and improving your quality of life. Your credit can determine like what kind of house you qualify for, what kind of car you qualify for, what your interest rate is on those things, and how much your monthly payment is, and it kind of balloons from there. And so I feel like for me personally, the website that I use is called Sesame. They give you a free credit score. They also give you a credit report card where they'll grade you an A, B, C, D, or even an F. They also do like free credit monitoring and even alerts. I've actually been working with them for some months now, and I like the fact that they'll send me a message whenever my credit score increases. It'll say, okay, your credit score just went up this amount of points, or check it out, your credit score has improved. And I'll just look at it, and it's always amazing to be able to do that, to have them provide that service for me for free. They also give you different tools and different tips to help you to improve your credit score. So being mindful and protecting your credit is almost like investing in your future. Even sometimes when it comes to employment, there are employers who actually consider your credit score before they hire you. As competitive as this job market is, you don't want to be neck and neck with somebody, and the only reason why they got the job over you is because they have better credit. So it's really important that you actually take care of that. Like I said, I'll be sure to link Sesame below so you guys can check them out. Alright, so money management hack number 2 is for you to set a budget. Now, nobody wants to do that. We just want to spend, spend, spend. That's the culture that we're in, especially when you look on Instagram and you look on YouTube and everybody's doing hauls and things like that. But you have to be able to make sure that you can afford the lifestyle that you feel that you want. You have to be able to look at your money. So what I suggest that you do is to get your bank statements for the past 2 or 3 months and look and track exactly how much you're spending and see if there's any places that you can trim the fat. So for example, if you're a single woman and your grocery or food bill or your dining out bill is $1,000 a month, that's an area that you can trim the fat. You can cook a little bit more at home, or only go out to eat on the weekends, or bring your lunch to work. There's, go to Starbucks a little bit less. Whatever it takes for you to be able to better afford your lifestyle, you'll have to trim the fat. If you're never home, why do you need cable with all of the premium channels like Showtime and HBO and all that if you're never even home? Like, you have to kind of figure out how you can trim the fat, because that's how you're going to be able to afford the luxury things that you actually want. Alright, so money management hack number 3 is to invest in your future. This is really important. I feel like the best way for you to do that is to live off of maybe 70 to 80% off of your money, but be able to put at least 20% away for a rainy day, whether that's a 401k or whether you're putting it in a savings account that draws a really nice interest rate. Always bank with a bank that will give you the best interest rate, but or a Roth IRA or whatever it is you want to put your money in. Always save for the rainy day. I always hate it when I see somebody who is much older, maybe 70 or in their 80s, and they're still working. Now, if they were retired and they were bored and they wanted to, kind of get out of the house, and they decided to take a job as a greeter at Walmart, that's one thing. But it's another thing when you're that much older and you have to work. That your boss is like 20 years old and you're 70, and they're like telling you to do this and telling you to do that. It's like, you, at your later stage in your life, you should be, playing some golf, going on really nice vacations, or shopping, and just kind of enjoying your life. You shouldn't have to work a 9 to 5. So rather than just living for the now, you have to be smart and plan for your future. Alright, so money management hack number 4 is to start an emergency fund. Now, this is really important because no one ever plans for an emergency, but of course they always come up, whether it's your air conditioning conking out right in the hottest months of the summer, or whether it's medical bills that come out of nowhere because you got sick, or even if you heard a little noise with your car and you take your car into the mechanic thinking, hoping, praying that it's only a $200 fix, and it ends up being a $2,000 fix. No one plans for those kind of things, and the last thing you want is to have to deplete all of your savings because of something like this. So always have some money set aside, not your savings, but a separate little stash of money for emergencies that come up, whether it's a bill or whatever. You got a ticket, you were speeding when you went out of town this past weekend, and the bill is $500 for your ticket. You want want to be prepared for anything that could possibly come up, and not everything should have to come out of your savings account. Alright, so money management hack number 5 is a cash only diet. Now this is the one out of all the things on my list that I know I need to work on the most, but I'm just very used to swiping my card and I barely have cash on me. It's a rare occasion where I actually have a legitimate dollar bill or whatever in my purse. So it's when you actually have cash, it's a lot easier for you to keep track of your money. When you're physically looking in your wallet every time and watching the money go down and down and down. I thought I only had 20 and now I only have 10. You're a lot more aware of it, as opposed to you just swiping your card as if your bank account is some kind of bottomless pit. If you have an issue with like going under on your account, or you just don't really know how much money you have, and you're having all these like fees that hit your account because you're not keeping track of it, try doing cash only. It will definitely keep you more aware of exactly how much money you have in your wallet. Alright, so money management hack number 6 is to limit your splurge and your impulse purchases. Now don't get me wrong, I love a nice pair of shoes or a nice designer bag just as much as the next person, but you have to say to yourself, what's more important, these shoes now or the Bahamas later? Always have something else that's a bigger goal that you're working toward. And even if you do decide to do a purchase, a big purchase like a big designer handbag, even if you have the money, still sort of make yourself save up for it. If the handbag that you want, for example, is $1,000, say to yourself, for the next 4 paychecks, I'm going to put aside $250, as opposed to taking $1,000 out of your savings account that you only have $2,000 in. That's not being responsible. So make yourself work for everything that you have. Make yourself earn it, because who knows, after 4 paychecks, you may decide it's not even worth saving that long. That's how you kind of get over the idea of buying things impulsively. You want it for the moment, but then after you actually have to work for it, you may not even still want it. So always have in your mind, these shoes now or Paris next summer, or this now or the car that I want next June. Always have something that you're saving for, and don't just settle for all these smaller things along the way. Always have a bigger plan. Money management hack number 7 is to set up direct withdrawal. As soon as you get paid, have that money already sent to a separate bank account, or even a separate bank. My husband and I have 3 banks, and that's all so that we can save our money in different ways and different places and things like that. But if you want to do it like that, if you have direct deposit with your job, have it set up that $200 immediately. As soon as you get paid, it goes to this other bank. That way, it's not something that you have to do. It's almost like muscle memory. Without you even having to think about it, it's already done. That's the best way for you to save if you lack the discipline of actually putting the money in the bank yourself. Seeing a nice pair of shoes and getting distracted, or seeing that they have 2 for $24 candles at Bath & Body Works and getting distracted. If you know that you lack discipline, kind of make yourself do it by doing it directly before you even get a chance to touch your money. That's a great way for you to save money, and then you get used to living off of what you have. And that way the money just sort of piling up over there without you really even noticing. So anyway, that has been it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. Also, if you have any money management hacks, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. And if you want a free credit score and to get started on a better path with knowing your credit, go ahead and check out Credit Sesame and download the app. I'll be sure to link it at the top of the description box for you guys. And also a huge thank you to them for sponsoring this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.